Hello, lovely souls. It is very, very, very late. What time is it? Oh, well, not
It's
very, very late.
11:32.
Well, it's late for me because I never record this late. Because normally I don't record these without. I record them early so that way people get to see them. But knowing Ye, he's probably still up because he doesn't get any sleep.
Dude does not get any sleep.
Shout out to my. So I wasn't gonna do this because I just hated this movie so much that I didn't want to do it. But then Nintendo told me or Evan told me he was gonna watch the movie, so I was like, oh, if you want to do spoiler review, let me know. And he just got out. Well, not just got out. He saw it tonight.
I got out like 6:30. I just didn't
Alright,
say
so
anything about it.
before we go, oh, this is gonna be spoiler filled, by the way, because the movie's been out for like 2-3 weeks now. If you haven't seen the movie, if you really wanted to, well, that's tough shit. Quick thoughts, Nintendo. What did you think coming out?
I thought it was okay. It was just even the fact that I've heard that it was supposed to be 3 hours long. It was too long for me. I just sat around just like after every new character gets introduced, I'm like, oh my god, can it get to the conclusion already?
Yeah, that's yeah.
I didn't feel that way in chapter 2. I was like fine. I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. And then this Rise of Skywalker, I'm like,
yeah, but they didn't introduce. No, chapter 2 was way more boring than Rise of Skywalker though.
for me, I was
Chapter 2 is
more interested in chapter 2.
great, and there's a
More or
glitch.
less because I've actually seen and read the book, and I was just trying to try and nitpick and see what the directors left out and put in.
Alright, so I've had time to think about it for the past 3 weeks. I still don't like the movie. I refuse. Me and Kevin were supposed to go see the movie again to try out the 4DX in our new theater that we go to all the time. He went and checked it out, and I find it funny. I was texting him throughout the movie because normally when he goes to see a movie again for whatever reason, he's always texting me. And he texted me. Oh no, I texted him. I was like, "Oh, how is it?" He goes, "Oh, it's cool, but I'm really bored." I was like, "Yeah, that sounds about right." So I've had time to think about it, and you know, I still don't like this movie. It's a mess, you know. Even my dad loves Star Wars, and he said it was okay at best, but it just felt so fucking rushed. And I completely agree. Oh, by the way, if I sound good, that's because, or great in that matter, it's because I got a amazing new headset as a late Christmas gift, and that audio is nice and crisp. It doesn't sound like really staticky like before, so. And I hope the game audio isn't gonna be too overbearing, but we'll find out. So, what was I saying? But yeah, even my dad, oh, matter of fact, you know what, let's change this. Even my dad was like that. It was just so, you know, rushed. And it shouldn't have been that way for the final movie in this saga. I completely agree.
Yeah.
So,
They should have waited until 2020.
Yes, they should have. No, first of all, listen, I love Solo with a passion. They should have never made Solo, and they should have taken those 3 years to make the movie. You know what's funny, too?
Yeah.
This movie was supposed to come out in May of 2019. But it got pushed back to December. That would have been so weird for this movie to come out in May.
Yeah, it would have been.
So I don't know how long we're gonna go, and to be completely honest, I don't remember a whole lot. I remember the big parts, not the so little parts. I'm gonna start out with the good. The acting across the board, I don't know about you, Nintendo, but for me, the acting across the board is still good from all the characters. Yep. You know, these people, they can't do wrong. Adam Driver is one of the best actors working today. No doubt in my mind. Daisy Ridley is really good. really good. She's such a good actress. John Boyega. This hurts because John Boyega is one of the best actors working today, and he's in this piece of shit doing nothing.
Hey, what was he? Yeah.
Huh?
What was John Boyega? I forgot.
Finn.
Oh, Finn. Oh.
Oscar Isaac is another one. He does fine for what he's given, but he's just given nothing. So it's one of those, you take what you can get. Let's see, who else? Oh, well, I guess we are in the spoilers. Ian McDiarmid, I guess, is fine as Palpatine. His role in the movie makes no sense, but...
Yeah, I was really confused when Palpatine, like, even in the trailer, like I was like, why is he that?
I don't...
Reason, like, how, and just, like, why?
I don't think there's a need to mention this, but the actor who plays Chewie, I guess, is fine. But he always does a good job, so I don't think there's a need of mentioning that. Like, you can't make Chewie bad. They do something really stupid with him, which we'll talk about, that starts the second act in the dumbest way possible.
Oh, yeah.
What else? Oh, Carrie Fisher. Oh my god, how did I forget about Carrie Fisher? Carrie Fisher was great, but again, it was just really sad to watch her one last time. But, you know, she was really good, obviously. You know, it's Carrie Fisher. Who else? Am I forgetting anybody else? Oh, Mark Hamill's in the movie a little bit.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
He's, you know, Mark Hamill. Oh, Harrison Ford is in the movie too, briefly.
A couple of times, yeah.
Which was a nice surprise. I want to know how much that paycheck was. Because if you guys don't know,
he was begging. He was begging.
No, he wasn't. Dude, do you not know that Mark Hamill? Not Mark Hamill. Do you not know that Harrison Ford does not like Star Wars?
No, I was trying to say that he was begging to die in episode 7.
Oh yeah.
Like he wanted to die in episode 7. That's what I was trying to say.
Can't think of anybody else in the movie. I'll probably think of it as like, oh, Billy D. Williams. Billy D. Williams was not given anything at all in the movie. Like, he was fine, I guess, for what he was given. He doesn't do much. He was just kind of there. But, you know, it was nice to see him, you know, Lando. He was the same character he was in Return of the Jedi and Empire, so... And they didn't kill him, so... You know, there goes that. The running joke was that they were gonna kill him just like everybody else. They didn't. Okay, what else positive? Oh, action sequences. Action sequences were very good. But, you know, it's J.J. Abrams. So...
What do you expect? Yeah.
I will say this. The lightsaber fight, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me. A J.J. Abrams directed lightsaber fight is just a masterful thing to see. I don't know about you, but it just really is. Just the way he directs with the lightsabers and the sound effects of the lightsabers clashing, it's just so satisfying to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, when the lightsabers hit, there's just like you feel that. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And Kylo and Rey have a damn good lightsaber fight in this movie.
They do. It's solid. It's solid.
I will say this: the one thing that they carried over from the Force Awakens, the Last Jedi, that works in this movie is the Force transfer thing that they did.
What, healing?
No, not that. I hated that shit. I'm talking about
I hated that too.
I'm talking about how they transfer things through the Force. How remember how at the end when she transferred when she transferred the lightsaber through the Force at the end.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
But that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about, like, in general, how they fought through the Force, because all their lightsaber fights were through the Force, basically.
Oh yeah.
That I thought was a really nice technique. for how they
Yeah,
set
that
up
was cool.
the lightsaber fights. By the way, we're not going in order because, well, we could, but... So, the movie starts with a really weird... Oh, the opening crawl, by the way, is so fucking weird. It's so
Yeah,
weird.
I was the entire time during the opening, I was just like, what the hell is going on, and what is this thing that Kylo Ren's holding?
And it was a really weird... I mean, it was cool, because... By the way, I feel Kylo Ren is the only character that is completed from the start of the trilogy to the end of it.
Yeah.
And that's really sad. But, you know, that's just how it is. You know, it was cool. It was a cool montage. You know, Kylo Ren is, you know, a beast. And then... But this is what pisses me off about this movie, though. They say... in what was it, The Last Jedi, that he was like, oh, that, you know, oh, I'm my own master basically and I don't serve to anyone anymore. And I was like, okay, that is really cool. He's gonna be the supreme leader, cool. And it's gonna be lit. This movie comes 5 minutes into the movie. Oh, Palpatine, you're my new master. What?
Like, bruh.
It was so dumb. That's my biggest problem with this movie.
Like, what the heck?
Dumb. To me, it's just dumb. It's so dumb. Oh my god. And you know, he goes to Palpatine. I like the motivation for him going to Palpatine, because I think it said in the crawl, he was like, "Oh, that I don't want anyone threatening my power." I was like, "Okay, that is good. That's perfectly fine." But then I hate how he just switches up and says, "Oh no, I'm gonna do what you want from me." What?
Please. Spoiler alert, he doesn't.
I don't know. So then after that, we get a weird, really weird scene with Lightspeed, which, I mean, it was innovative, you know, seeing them jump to Lightspeed throughout different planets. That was cool, I guess. It was a really weird scene. Cool, I was just like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just felt really weird to me. And then I've seen this joke online. Why are Finn, Rey, and Poe always arguing? I don't know if it was me, but they're always arguing about something.
Yeah. Like.
And they set up like.
It was just like, oh, why is Millennium Falcon on fire, and why is BB-8 like nearly destroyed? And then...
No, that was fine. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, they set up like they hadn't met in The Force Awakens, and they just met in The Last Jedi, like, and then everyone's excited, and we get to this movie and they're always arguing. Like, what are you arguing about?
It's just dumb shit that they're arguing about.
I don't know. Let's see. What?
Some parts are just like actual.
Okay. You see, now this. I'm trying to go in order, but I shit you not, I cannot remember the events in this movie in order, because fuck my life.
I mean, yeah, right. Before we were talking about Backdraft and Knights and everything, Spider fighting.
Alright, I'm not going in order. This, you know what, Disney? If you're listening to this, which you're probably not, but if you are, screw you, because I'm not giving you my time and my brain cells to remember this movie in order. I'm gonna talk about things out of order, and yeah. So, the thing that was so weird in The Last Jedi, this was one of the things I like, which I come to terms that I kind of like The Last Jedi, I kind of don't. There's things in that movie that annoy me, there's things in that movie I really like. The thing that I did like was the fact that Rian Johnson said, oh, her parents are nobodies, and that she's just, they were drunks or whatever. I did like that.
Then, I like that too, like,
because I think somebody was like that, oh, like, every person comes from somebody in the last and the universe in Star Wars, but then Rian Johnson was like, oh, you can still be somebody and come from nothing. Like, I like that. This
Yeah,
movie
I
comes
like that
around
a
and
lot.
says, "Oh well,
Fuck
no,
that.
no. We're not gonna do that. No. Why would we be innovative? We're gonna have her be Palpatine's granddaughter." What?
Yeah, that shit. I was like, when Kylo Ren said that she was what the fuck was it? Palpatine's
First of
grandchild. I
all,
was
it
like,
was just so
huh?
like it just came out of nowhere. He just says it, and it's just like, okay.
It's just like, yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know. It was just such a weird, what the fuck,
I think
thing.
they tried. No, in my head, like when that scene was playing, I was like, oh, they're trying to do a fucking "I'm your father" shit, but like granddaughter. I'm like, this is not gonna work. This is not flying.
I don't know, and like, and the dumbest thing from this comes from when they're on this planet looking for. Well, what the hell were they looking for again? They were looking for something to get them to the planet where Palpatine was on. And
the guiding crystal or whatever the hell it was
I don't know. I forgot what it was called. This whole movie is like a video game. I swear to God. They were looking for something on some planet, and Chewie gets kidnapped after they find it. Or they found some dagger or some shit, and they had to translate it.
Yeah, it was a dagger that one what the Jedi Hunter had.
I don't know. Oh no, it was a. Oh yeah, it was a Jedi Hunter. I was gonna say Sith,
It was
but
a Jedi Hunter.
whatchamacallit. So they're on this planet, and Chewie gets kidnapped. Which, by the way, I'll say the part before that when she split up, when she destroyed Kylo's ship, that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really cool. But I do question how my friend Kylo Ren walked away from that with no scratches or no burns.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing too. I was like, oh,
I need to know
BS
what kind of I need to know. No, I need to know what kind of ventilation system my good sir Kylo Ren has, because that is some ventilation system, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, how the fuck does this dude have no scars or whatever?
I don't know. Maybe
Like, he just
JJ
came out
Abrams was. Maybe JJ Abrams was like, it's bad enough his face slit by Rey in the Force Awakens, so we're not gonna give him any more scars.
Nah, give him more scars. I'm be down with that.
Yeah, he's a badass. So Chewie is in this ship and it's flying away. Now at first this was cool, I'm not gonna lie. She grabs the ship with the Force, and I was like, oh
Yeah, I was like,
shit.
yeah, this is cool.
I was like, that was cool.
And
then Kylo grabs
Ren
it,
comes out.
and I was like, whoa. I was like, all right, this is cool. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my god, what is gonna happen?
I was thinking the same shit, and then fucking Palpatine lightning comes out of Rey's hands and just completely fries the entire carrier.
And it was like the biggest what the fuck moment. I was like, whoa. They killed Chewie.
That caught me off guard. They didn't really kill Chewie though, but
no, well, they made you believe they killed Chewie, and listen, first of all, they unwrite it. Chewie stays alive. But I'm gonna talk about that in about 5 seconds.
Anyway.
But the way they did this, it was so dumb, because shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, it would have been such a lame way to kill Chewie. Just like, okay, at first, this is what I thought. This is what I thought of what was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be, oh, she's gonna be like, oh, I don't know what to do with myself because I got Chewie killed due to my rage. Like, and like, you know, or like, oh, the Palpatine of her comes out when she's pissed. I would have perfectly liked that. I would have been like, that's perfect. That is a perfect way to show, like, oh, that's how the dark side works with her. That's perfectly fine. Do nothing with that. You know, and, you know, and then on top of that, 5 seconds, literally, I'm not saying it for the sake of being funny, literally 5 seconds later, they say, oh, Chewie's not alive. I mean, Chewie's not dead.
Yeah.
When I was just settling into the fact, like, oh my god, like, Chewie died. Like, yeah, it was a good thing that he didn't die, but I'm like, what? Why?
I mean, why waste time showing that crap?
Like, it was, guys, it was literally 5 seconds.
It was really 5 seconds. You could have waited a little longer if you wanted to do that kind of.
I don't know. What else? But yeah, they just do nothing with her being Palpatine's granddaughter. They just kind of said it for the sake of being shocking, I guess. For shock value. And I was just like, you gotta do something with that, though. You can't just say it and act like it's gonna work. Also, Finn and Poe do nothing in this movie. They really don't.
Next to nothing, yeah.
And it's disappointing to see this great character arc from Finn in the first movie, Force Awakens, and then we get to Last Jedi, he does nothing. And then you get to Rise of Skywalker, he even does less than he did in Force Awakens. I mean, Last Jedi. Because at least in the Last Jedi, he was a part of the main subplot. I mean, it was a stupid-ass subplot, but he was still part of it.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, like, Disney did not want Finn to have, like, a huge, like, part at all, because they never really wanted Finn to be in existence.
Oh yeah, because it's because of Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy is the reason that these movies fail. I'm not convinced that J.J. Abrams made a bad movie. I'm sorry. The man is a genius in my eyes. He, he made my favorite, well, not my favorite, one of the more underrated Mission Impossible movies, and he, whatchamacallit, and he's made a lot of other good movies. He did Star Trek too, and he did The Force Awakens.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did Star Trek.
God, that was so long ago. But, it's hard. And I heard that J.J. Abrams was frustrated with this. And rightfully so.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I'm hoping with the director's cut, they show the extra, like, 40 minutes of content they had.
Yeah.
But had it cut.
I mean, at this point, I don't think it could save... I don't think it could save the movie because the dumb shit is still in the movie.
Well, yeah, but if they had, like, a better explanation, it would help somewhat, but not really, though.
Like, I don't think seeing a Force Ghost is gonna help the movie in my eyes.
Yeah, another dumb part of the movie was when Rey was looking up towards the lightning.
Oh yeah, that was so dumb. The last.
I was hoping for the Force Ghost.
Yeah.
Nothing. It was just a green light in space. I'm like.
Yeah, which by the way, the last 30 minutes of this movie is terrible. It is god awful. It is god awful. I was after the part where Kylo quote unquote died before she resuscitated. Oh, let's talk about her newfound powers, shall we? Yeah. So Rey can force heal now.
Yeah, when I saw that fucking whatever, that big giant ass snake is touching and it's healing, I'm like, please, for the love of God, don't come into the next part. It's gonna come in the finale.
I don't know. It was just so dumb. I think it was just dumb for the sake of, and it's funny too. People were like, "Oh, you gotta watch the because I think like an episode came out the day before the movie came out. They're like, "Oh, you gotta watch this episode to understand the Rise of Skywalker." I was like, "What?" It's like Mandalorian has nothing to do with Rise of Skywalker.
Yoda was healing.
Yeah.
Yoda was healing. Oh my god. That seriously.
Which by the way, if you guys haven't seen The Mandalorian, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Mandalorian is amazing. It is easily the best thing to come out of the Disney Star Wars nonsense.
In a long time.
But yeah.
For me, that's,
the Force heal, the Force heal thing was just so dumb. Like, they killed Kylo. First of all, I was pissed off at the fact that they killed Kylo so soon. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They killed off my favorite character to come out of this dumbass trilogy. I was like, this is so dumb. Why?
I expected Kylo to die because...
No, but not so soon.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like it was at just at the second act of the movie. I was like, why is he dying so soon?
And then he just gave all of his life to Rey and then died.
Oh my god, don't, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Oh my god.
It's out of order, so it doesn't fucking
No,
matter.
no, I'm talking about it at the end because I fucking hated that. That is the worst part of the movie by far.
It is.
Oh no, actually, no, it's not. It's the last 5 minutes of the movie. So.
Oh yeah, with the whole.
But yeah, I thought, and I also thought the thing with Leia was weird. How she connected to him, and then like when he died, she died. I don't know. I just felt really weird by that.
I mean, Kylo didn't die at that part.
No, but you know what I mean though. When Rey killed her, she killed Leia. I mean, when Rey killed him, she killed Leia. That's what I'm saying.
That's Leia just what the
Meaning.
I'm blanking on the word. Yeah. Like skull over here. This is interfering and just that's her, not. It was just a distraction. It wasn't a lifeline of her wasn't in Kylo, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
No, dude, she's his mother. That's why that happened.
Well, yeah, but oh, I thought it was just the entire team, just like
no, she's his mother. That's why that happened the way it did. Like I liked it in the sense that, oh, she's his mom and she's trying to help him, but at the same time it just came off so weird and it happened so fast too. I was like, whoa, that was so quick. You know, yeah. I don't know. What else? But yeah, I guess we should talk about the end. Oh no, let's talk about the Han Solo scene, because it's actually one of the better parts of the movie.
Yeah, it's like one of the few good parts of this movie.
So Han Solo shows up, which I don't know, people think it's not a Force ghost, but it was.
It was.
It could have been, it could have not been, I don't know. People just think it was part of his imagination, Kylo's. Could be, could be not. So he shows up, and it's basically a reenactment of the Force Awakens scene where Kylo kills Han Solo, and it was actually a really nice scene the way they did it. They say the exact same lines, but instead Kylo, you know,
throws his lightsaber into the ocean, which
that kind of hurt me because he kind of has the best lightsaber ever made.
That's that weird one at the end.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this shit? Why is this lightsaber the way it is? I'm not gonna say it because we're not there yet.
Whatchamacallit, but yeah, that was a nice scene, you know, for Kylo. Then they go, oh yeah, I forgot they went to that planet where Carrie Russell was at. What was her name again? Zori? Some shit like that? They wasted her. I was excited for her. She wasn't in any of the trailers. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a cool new character. Did nothing with her. She was in the movie for like 5 minutes.
Oh, the one with, that was like...
The love interest for Kylo. I mean, not Kylo, Poe.
Oh. Oh, Poe. Oh, the one on the black market.
Yeah.
Planet. The one that got blown. The one that got blown up. Yeah.
No, not her. What are you talking? She didn't get blown up.
The planet.
No, the girl that was dressed in red and she had the helmet.
Yeah, I know, but she was. I'm saying she was from the planet that got blown up later in the movie.
Oh yeah. I forgot that even happened, dude. I forgot that even happened, dude. I shit you not. You saying that?
They
like,
blew up that planet.
I don't even remember that. When did that happen?
The final. No, it was.
Oh, that was when.
Scene.
Oh, that was when they.
Scene.
Oh yeah, when they reveal. Oh yeah, so like. So, okay, so this is even more into the stupidity. Every ship on the planet that Palpatine is on has Death Star tech that just can annihilate planets like it's nothing.
inside, yeah, it's just.
I was
I was
like,
like,
what?
I mean, it has been a certain amount of time since the Death Star was a thing. You could have
No,
shrunk down the process, but
don't.
that soon?
No,
Jeez,
don't try to
no.
defend them. Please don't try to
I
defend them.
know, but I'm not trying. I'm not trying to.
It
I'm
was
like,
weird.
I'm coming from this from like a technology perspective, like everything, like in like a. I'm gonna go nerd out here in a minute if you let me.
Knock yourself out, please.
Like, so every CPU process goes down in nanometer count, and every time you can stack more like I'm blanking out what it is right now. Like whatever the fuck they're called, it's like execution or some shit like that. And then you just get more for every time the die gets smaller. And I'm trying to relate that to how small the cannon is to destroy planets. Josh, oh, technology. Yeah, no, I can't help it, Josh. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
What was I saying? But yeah, so that happens, and then what else happens? Yeah, to me, this movie's just really boring, and like nothing happens to me. I don't know. Okay, I guess we should just talk about the end, because I guess that's the most important part. So Rey goes to confront Palpatine, and Palpatine's like this deformed thing.
Like he legit looks like a puppet.
I don't know.
Almost.
I mean, the effects were kind of cool, I guess, for what it was.
It was kind of cool, though.
I mean, it was kind of cool how it was like a horror thing.
I'm waiting for the memes when the whole like. I'm waiting for like, can we unplug Palpatine's life support to charge his phone or something? I'm waiting for those.
Somebody was like, "Oh, he was plugged into the thing from Portal," and that.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Whatchamacallit? So she confronts Palpatine, and then Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, whatever. He goes to help her, and oh, by the way, the Knights of Ren are fucking useless in this movie. They built them up so much, and they did nothing in this movie at all. But the Knights of Ren, I guess, they confront Kylo, and Kylo has no lightsaber, and he's like, well, shit, I'm fucked. And, oh yeah, Leia and Luke training, which I think was a nice little scene. The CGI was shit on Leia.
Oh, yeah.
It was good on Luke, though. That was cool.
Yeah, Luke was amazing. Yeah, Luke was amazing.
That was really cool, seeing, like, CGI young Luke. I was like, that was really cool. But again, you got two chances, Disney. I don't understand. You did it with Rogue One, it was terrible. You did it with this, it was less terrible, but it's still terrible. I mean, come on now. Carrie Fisher's probably rolling in her grave.
Yeah. I completely forgot about that scene on Rogue One, that very last scene, where they completely screwed up the CGI on Leia's face.
Whatchamacallit. So then, Leia has a lightsaber now, I guess. So Rey took that lightsaber and she transfers it to Kylo through the Force, and I thought
she transfers Luke's lightsaber
tomato. She transfers the lightsaber through the Force. I don't care anymore. She transferred the lightsaber to Kylo through the Force, and it was one of the best scenes in the movie. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
He kills the Knights of Ren like it's nothing, and it goes from really awesome to really stupid really fast. So then.
Palpatine has just some weird shit up his sleeve, and it's just like, oh, this is happening, so you can't beat me, and then the other side just retaliates. He's like, oh, I got this.
So then he sucks out their life force to become younger, I guess, and it was just so cartoony. I was like, what is happening? Yeah. Like, legitimately, you can ask Kevin. He was sitting.
What it reminds me of is, you know when you're collecting souls and zombies, like in Moon?
Yeah.
When like they go to the pyramid, that's what it looked like almost.
But like, legit, you can ask Kevin. We were sitting right next to each other watching this movie, and I'm like, what is happening right now, dude? This isn't even a Star Wars movie anymore.
Both Kylo Ren and Rey was getting their power sucked out by
I don't know.
Palpatine?
So then,
If Palpatine
like,
is powerless, then how is he able to do that?
I don't know. So then, like, Kylo gets pushed or some shit. I don't know. And Rey's just looking up at the ceiling. And then you get this. You know the trope about how all action movies now have a beam in the sky?
Yeah,
Yep.
now this
Well,
one does.
yep. Star Wars is in that club now. Something I thought we'd never say. But it's true. Star Wars is in that club now.
Yeah.
Palpatine shoots a lightning beam in the sky. And it, like, electrocutes all the ships in the sky, which that was cool.
No, it EMPs all of them.
Or tomato. I don't care, Nintendo. And like that was cool, but at the same time it was just so cartoonish. So then, like Rey hears all the Force of the Jedi. And it was kind of cool. You heard Samuel L. Jackson, you hear Liam Neeson. Apparently, Ahsoka from the Clone Wars was a voice in her head. That's what I heard. I didn't know that. Ahsoka, you know the orange girl from the Clone Wars with the...
I don't remember anything from the first 3 movies. The prequels,
No, the show. No, I'm talking about the show. The girl from the Clone Wars.
Oh, the show. I never watched the show.
If I show you a picture of her, you'll know who she is. But yeah, and she's like, she stands up and says one of the corniest things I've ever heard in my life. She goes, I have all of the power of all the Jedis inside me. I was like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah, how she said it was like, okay, they're trying to recreate an Iron Man shit here.
I was like, just stop it. Like, just stop.
Yeah.
And then
just carry on, kill Palpatine already.
She blocks lightning from Palpatine and kills Palpatine. Palpatine blows up and then she dies. And then Kylo comes up to her. Oh God Almighty! And like resuscitate. Apparently, Kylo knows how to force heal too now. So he does that to Rey, and he gets up. And
oh, that dumb romance scene. Oh my god.
They kiss. And one of the most cringiest things I've ever seen in my life. And then he just dies with the. He becomes a Force ghost.
Falls flat. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
At that exact same moment.
So that in a scene I thought was actually kind of funny and a good callback. They get back to whatever planet that their base was on, and they give Chewie a medal, which I found funny.
It was that exact medal that Luke Skywalker got after.
Which I found that funny. I was like, okay, that's funny.
I found that really funny too.
But, and then, here we go, folks. This is the part where I almost blew up my screen.
Yeah. I nearly popped a blood vessel.
So she goes back to Tatooine, right? And I was like, of course she goes back to Tatooine. Why wouldn't she?
Yeah.
So she goes back to Tatooine and she buries Luke and Leia's lightsabers.
Yeah.
On like where he used to live before he joined the rebellion and shit. So then this random person oh, by the way, they show off her new lightsaber, which it's made of. First of all, it's yellow, which that was the running joke since The Force Awakens. Oh, it's gonna be yellow. It's gonna be yellow. Which it makes no sense because if you look up the meanings of the yellow lightsaber, it's the color is the color of it is only the people who guard the Jedi temples have that color. So I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, so why does she have it? And I was like, oh, because she said, oh, I have the power of all the Jedi inside me, so I guess that's why.
Yeah.
Or maybe Disney didn't think about it at all. Maybe Disney just thought, oh, we're gonna make it yellow because it looks cool.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So then, some random bum comes up to her and says, oh, who are you? And she goes, oh, my name is Rey. She goes, oh, no, wait. Doesn't she say like, oh, I'm no one? And then she goes,
she
oh.
Says, no, I'm Rey.
And she goes, Rey who?
Then she follows back, yeah.
And then you see Luke and Leia's Force Ghost come out.
It was Han and Leia.
No, Leia. It was Leia and Luke. I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
I thought it was Han Solo for a hot minute. I was really confused.
And then she goes, Rey Skywalker.
That ain't right.
And then,
You know,
and
goddamn
then
well
the
it's
final,
Palpatine.
and then the final fuck you was that the movie ends with her watching the twin sons.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a final fuck you from Disney, I don't know what is.
Yeah. There was an old, like someone, a couple in their 50s, like sitting right next to me, like, oh, it's explain the signs, oh, it's so cool. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
And just like that, the Star Wars series is over. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I talked about this movie more than I wanted to. This movie's a piece of shit. Disney should be ashamed of themselves. As I'm embarrassed that this is how it ends. There's rumors of them doing Knights of the Old Republic. I don't want that. I don't want that. If they couldn't do this right, you want them to do the Knights of the Old Republic? Yeah, right.
No. Yeah, I don't want them doing that.
We'll see. We're getting out of here.
Well, that people are gonna do it. People are gonna want it.
Apparently that's what they wanted Ryan Johnson to do, but I don't know. Based off the backlash of The Last Jedi, I don't think they want him doing anything.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, if they give him an original story, I would like to see what he does with it, at least.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would like to see that.
Because I want to see what, because I recently just saw Knives Out and it was actually really, really good. You know, I feel like if they give him an original story, I feel like it could really work. I don't know. I don't know and I don't care. Disney is an embarrassment against humanity. We're getting out of here. It's late.
Compared to Blumhouse.
Oh, God almighty, don't get me started. We're getting out of here. It's late. I'm tired. I'm annoyed. I will be back next week with Kevin, more than I hope, if Kevin's able to play. Because me and Kevin will finally be seeing 1917. Very looking forward to that.
I might buy tickets to that.
We are very looking forward to that, and we couldn't see it on Christmas, which is what we wanted to do, but, you know, shit happens. But if Kevin is, you know, allowed to play, we will definitely be back for that. Till then, have a good night, or if you're watching this in the morning, which most of you will be probably, have a good day, and yeah, take it easy.